Well, Eagles fans, we check in with one of the newest members of this Colorado Eagles team for the 21-22 season. Excited to have defenseman Rob Hamilton with us here. And Rob, welcome to Colorado. And before we dive any further, tell us what your decision-making process was and why you opted to come to the Avalanche organization and the Colorado Eagles.
Well, thanks for having me. And it's just such a nice, fun building to play in. I mean, as a visitor, it was always intimidating to come in and know that there's going to be 3, 4, however many thousands of fans in the stands. And I've told a lot of my friends and parents and people that have never been there, especially about the minute of madness that always goes down at the start of I think it's between or after the second intermission, right?
Yeah, a minute of madness. It's something to behold.
It absolutely is. Yeah. So I super enjoy that. I really like the area. I'm from Calgary, and I've heard a lot of good things about Denver and kind of a lot of similarities between Calgary and Denver. So I'm not shy about the winter. I've been through some tough winters. So no, but yeah, it's just seems like a really positive situation, with a ton of young prospects being developed in the organization. It's a super promising spot to play and really, really exciting. So that was kind of where my mind was at when I was deciding to come.
Well, fantastic. And have you had any discussions with guys who have played previously with the Eagles, guys who are playing here now, or is this going to be somewhat of a new situation you're walking into?
I don't think I've met actually Logan O'Connor. I know he's from Calgary. I've skated with him a few times out here. My little brother actually played with Cale Makar growing up. So I do know him, and he's such a nice kid. So I'm excited to be in that, hopefully run into him a few times, but yeah, other than that, good to go.
Well, you spent the last 3 seasons of your pro career with the Stockton Heat. So as we talked about, a familiar opponent. And, you've had some really good seasons. The 18-19 season, you led all Heat defensemen in goals, assists, and points. Talking to the fans here, I'm sure a lot of them remember you. You had an overtime winner here at this building. But how would you describe yourself to fans and the way that you play the game, the way you approach the game?
I try to be minimal mistakes. That's where I try to make my paycheck. Just making sure whether it's a simple play and I need to get the puck out or need to hold it in. And then there's times when I feel like there's a fancier kind of more skilled play that can be made. And I like to think that I can make those more often than not. And I just try to play a really solid game, bring a little bit of offensive edge while still playing solid defensively.
Well, and last year was such a strange year for everyone, but again, to play in empty buildings and to go through the testing and everything that came with that 2021 season. What are you looking forward to the most as now you jump into 21-22? And as you'd said, you do it in front of, again, fans returning in a great, great building at the BEC.
That was my first answer. Yeah. Having fans back and just getting back to a regular schedule, kind of a regular routine. I thrive on, my daily routine, getting up, going to the rink, hanging out with the guys, doing all that stuff. So just being able to get back into that and not have to worry about all the extracurriculars and testing and protocols and stuff. It'll just make everything a lot more simplified and get back to the regular season and regular hockey. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. And how about this offseason? What do you do? How do you keep yourself in shape? As, again, we're starting to get close to that training camp date, but I know you do a lot of work in the offseason. What does that look like for you?
Work out and skate most days. There's a lot of NHL guys and really high skilled guys that actually live in Calgary. So Dave Lowry, former NHL player, he puts on a really good ice time. And there's 20 guys out there that are all like playing pro, in either North America or Europe or the NHL, AHL coast. So there's a ton of good guys there. And I like to golf. It's not necessarily the most athletic thing, but try to walk from time to time. And that's how I spend my nice afternoons when it's nice out here.